Here's a strange question for you. Who has it worse? The person that I get in counseling who is considering leaving their relationship. Maybe they've been married for 10, 15, 20 years, whatever it is, 5 years. And they're convinced, though, they're very, very scared to leave the relationship because they're convinced they'll never find love again. Maybe they think they're too old, they're unattractive, they're not good enough, they're unlovable the way they are, they're not wantable. For some reason, they cling to this relationship, however bad it is, because they are just convinced that they'll never find love again. Is it that person? Or is it the person who was in that situation, who has now left that relationship, and who has done the deep inner work to get the crud out of them, or at least done some of that work. And now they've found themselves weeding out some of the crappy people, but now they're attracting people who are just higher quality people. And so now they find themselves in a really good relationship, but they get, let's say, 6 months or a year down the road, and they discover, though, that something is missing. And it's not that the person is a bad person. They discover the person, they learn this person actually loves them, and they love that person in return, but that something really significant is missing for them. And maybe it's, I'm just not getting enough time with the other person, not because the other person is bad or malicious or anything like that, but I just want more. Or maybe they're discovering that, they just have different end goals. They're discovering over time. Again, not that the other person was bad or hid anything from them, but they discover after, let's say, 6 months or a year that the relationship is good, but it's not great. Which is worse? To be in, and so what makes that bad? You think, well, why would that be bad? Because this person, the fear of this person over here is that I'll never find love. So I got to cling to this crappy love. But the fear of this person over here is I've now experienced really good love when all I ever had was crap. And I've now experienced really good love. And I fear that I may never get anything better. So you fear going for the great when you've got really good. Which is worse? And you want to know what's interesting? Is I very often get people coming to me who are considering divorce, considering breaking off a relationship, and they can never imagine that they would ever be in that place. And I said, oh, you've got a far greater problem coming someday when you have to decide between a couple of really good options, or when you have to consider letting go of really good to potentially get great. Which is worse? Have a kick-ass day.